happy to be here.
Now, is this your first time here?
First time.
Oh shit, okay. So with that being said, how are you feeling in terms of the atmosphere of Detroit?
It feels cool. We stayed in Canada because we did a few shows earlier this week there. So we stayed there last night because the hotel was way cheaper than just over the river.
Oh yeah.
People are really friendly. Yeah, I feel like Detroit gets a bad rap. So the first few people I interacted with, just very kind.
Well, it's good to hear.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you earlier, I was not expecting this whole tour to blow up like it is now.
Yeah.
We originally were supposed to be here performing at the shelter, and now here you are upstairs at St. Andrews.
Yeah.
With that in mind, do you feel with the pressure of this all being upgraded to the extreme, do you feel that kind of like pressure-wise of making sure you're on top of your game, or?
Not really. I haven't even thought about it. I'm just thankful to be here, honestly.
Yeah.
But we've rehearsed a lot. At this point we played 12 shows. So my philosophy with performing is if you're prepared going in, then you can just have fun.
I love that.
And if you hit a wrong note or a wrong chord or whatever, just roll with the punches. You'll be fine.
Now, this is not this is your first big tour.
Yeah.
But it's not like your first big, huge performance. I remember, gosh, weirdly enough, I recognized your name somewhere. It took me a moment. Yeah. I didn't know that you were on The Voice.
Oh yeah, when I was a wee lad, I was 15.
Shit. That was back in 2015?
2015, yeah, I'm 23 now.
That's insane. So with that whole experience of being on a reality show, such as The Voice, what have you kind of learned to kind of prepare you for this tour and this album? And
I wouldn't say there's too much crossover from the show and this. I think if anything, it's you always have to work hard. And that kind of sounds like a cliche, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's true, because it's easy to, have an experience like The Voice and be like, oh, I'm good, I got it, I don't have to rehearse or blah, blah, blah. But you always do.
Yeah.
Even if, I was playing Madison Square Garden tonight, you got to be prepared all the time. At least that's how I see it. Just because you're doing well doesn't mean you can stop working hard or hit the brakes.
Yeah, that's fantastically best way to put it.
Thank you.
I am curious, so with that transition from reality show into now, making your own EP and constantly dropping new music, especially with a new song that's coming out,
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night,
at midnight.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Holy shit, how do you have the time to figure out when to write?
Writing kind of just happens. So I always find a way to do that somehow. What's hard is because I produce everything and mix everything myself. So usually the mixing is what is the hardest part, because it's the most time consuming. Because I can write something and record it in a day. But then actually producing and finishing the song takes a lot of time. This new one that's coming out on Thursday. Started mixing before tour. My goal was to get it done before tour, and it just didn't happen that way because I'm overthinking it's got to be perfect, which it never is.
Yeah.
I think it was our third or fourth show. I was mixing it in the car on the way to sound check, and then sent it off to get mastered. Got the master back after the show and listened in the car right after my set. I was like, okay, good to go. And then yeah, you just, where there's a will, there's a way. It means a lot of late nights and not a lot of free time sometimes, but that's okay.
I'm curious in terms of the writing of the whole thought process for this new song that's out.
Yeah, it was me and my buddy Hayde Hubers and Jeremy Frederick. They're both talented artists and writers and producers as well. But we're working on some other songs, and Jeremy had his headphones on, doing something on the song we just recorded, and I start playing something, and Hayde's like, "Oh, that's pretty," and then we both kind of start singing. Jeremy takes his headphones off, and we write the song in 45 minutes. It's called "I Am Not Who I Was," and that line is, "Will you love me for who I am, not who I was?" And it's basically, it can be to your friends, your family, your partner, or whatever, but it's just are you going to love me as I grow? And say you move away and you come back home and your buddies are still there, you're going to be a different person. And it's kind of just asking your loved ones, will you accept me for who I am? And I think we all want that unconditional love.
Yeah.
And to me, I think that is the lead into surrounding yourself with people that love you for who you are, regardless. Not for who you were or would be or could be or whatever, but who you are right now. And I think that's all anybody really wants. So that's what the song's about.
Yeah, that from only the clips I'm hearing on TikTok, I cannot wait to. Will we be able to hear the song live?
Yeah, playing it tonight.
Oh shit.
Unless we run out of time, but we're playing it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh good. Okay. So I'm.
You'll hear it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because I, you know, with TikTok, you're only given just X amount.
A little
of time,
snippet.
a
Yeah.
little snippet.
Yeah.
So it's so hard to like hear the full song. And I honestly cannot wait to hear that one. But you also have an EP out already.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm curious as to know why you consisted of only the 4 songs. Because I know there was Sleep Deprivation that's not on this track. I'm curious as to why you didn't add that one in there.
You know, because I never really saw Sleep Deprivation as a it's hard for me to think in projects.
Yeah.
You know, like, 'cause I feel like a lot of songs to me are just, that's how I'm feeling in the moment. Get that out, and then I forget about it forever. And then, you know, other than when I'm playing it. But this last EP, it kind of just came from me having a few songs that I liked that kind of had similar themes, so I just put them together. Like, it was all just kind of like love and loss and relationships. So I was like, okay, we'll package that together. That's a thing, and it's done.
I love that. So, all right, so that totally explains it. Because I was like, all right, well, you know, Sleep Deprivation came out in 2022. I can understand it being easily put in.
Yeah.
I know that you had In My Room in there.
Yeah.
And the iconicness of that song. I was literally telling somebody this morning that I was going to be interviewing you.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I don't know who he is. And then I played just literally 3 seconds of that song. And she's like, oh, shit. Oh, I'm actually going to be at that show.
Oh,
and
really?
I'm like, wait, really? You're going to be there? She's like, yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so the fact that song, no matter how tiny of a fragment of a second you're hearing of that song, has such an impact on a lot of people. How does that kind of feel?
It's cool. I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, that just means my music, this sounds probably like douchey, but like my music transcends me as a person, which I'm totally fine with. Because I don't really care for like being like Chance Peña and headline, you know, like that's whatever. I'm just glad people are listening to my music. But it's kind of scary too, like, because when I put that on TikTok and it started to do well, no one they'd only heard the intro. The little steel guitarist, my great grandma's lap steel that I played. So they'd only heard that. They hadn't heard any of the words or the lyrics or melodies. So I remember just being worried, like, what if people hate it? What if like I start singing, they're like, oh no. But I remember when I'd finished the song, like my whole family had heard it, and like probably every day for 2 weeks until it came out, I was like, is it good? Like, I don't know. And they got to the point where they were just like, dude, stop. It's good. Leave it alone. But you just overthink. You overthink. Or at least I do, and it's hard not to.
Yeah, I remember, gosh, I don't exactly remember when I started watching your TikToks, but there was a moment I was like, oh no, I think this guy's gonna blow up, and I don't want him to blow up so quickly, and I'm glad you're like at this like nice, great pace. Yeah. And I cannot wait for you to see how you continue on. Because
I'm just excited to keep putting music out, and I'm glad people are listening.
And with that, normally, with my little bits, I have little conversation cards. It's just a way for people to get to know you on a fun new level.
Let's do it.
All right. What is a simple task that you're surprisingly bad at?
Ooh. Doing the dishes. I'm bad because I procrastinate.
I get that.
Because when I was growing up, that was like, I had 2 siblings, so our chores were like split, and mine was always the dishes, and I hated it. Because like my brother, because it just takes so much time. My brother would take the trash out, my sister would do whatever else, but like it takes 15 minutes, right? I'm like, I don't want to do it. And so I'll leave my dishes in the sink until I run out of dishes, so I gotta wash them.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. Like I grew up with 4 other siblings. Divvying up stuff is insane, and I always got put on dish duty.
Yeah, not fun.
It's not fun.
It stuck with me.
No.
Still don't like it.
Here, I've never met a blank I didn't like.
Let me think. Damn, these are really good questions. A blank I didn't like. I've never met. I keep thinking of things. I'm like, nope, I met one I didn't like. Ooh. This is a dumb one, but a family member?
Oh, that's cute.
Because I have a big family, and you know, sometimes you meet a distant cousin you've never met him before. No, there's got to be a better one than that. Let me think here. Damn. Huh?
I'm trying to think of the good one for myself.
I'm thinking like, I don't know. I feel like generally I get along with people. There are some people that I don't associate with. Not for really any, like, they're just bad people. You know, you meet somebody and you're like, I just don't like your energy.
Oh, no, I think I can get that.
And you get a lot of that in the music industry.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But for the most part, like, I guess I'm just thankful that the people I do come in contact with, especially in music, the people I work with and that I'm friends with, and just good people. My mom always told me just to surround yourself, like the people you spend the most time with are, like, you're the sum of that.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just thankful to have friends around me that build me up.
Yeah, I was just chatting with Hayden, and I forget the other guy's name.
Yeah.
Those guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
They're my
guys
homies.
Those guys sound so fun to be with.
Yeah, I love those dudes.
They do have a request for you.
What?
So next tour, they want a masseuse.
Oh, that's Hum said that, didn't he?
I may have suggested
Oh,
it,
okay.
but he full on agrees
He's so
with this.
funny. I'd be down. So we look forward in the budget.
Yeah, I told him, like, here's how you're gonna market it. You gotta say, like, hey, we need an extra person to maintain the merch table who can also
There's
offer,
also masseuse.
who can
Okay,
also
that's
yeah.
doable. That's doable.
Yeah.
Like multitask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe offer like $5 hand massages as like a side hustle.
We
for
need like a
them.
chiropractic massage person.
God.
That'll change your life. Wait, I've got one of those before, and I stood up. I didn't know how to stand anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You just get used to all the tension in your back,
Yes.
and then when that's gone, you're just like, I don't know what to do. You got any others?
I do. Here. What do you regret not doing?
I was talking to Hung about this earlier. He was like, if you could go back and change anything in your life, would you? And I was like, no. But
It could be something completely mundane.
mundane. Oh, I wish I bought Bitcoin when I was a kid. Oh, I remember when Dogecoin was a craze. I put like $50 in it. At one point, it was up a lot, and I mean, I was just like, whatever. And my brother was like, dude, you should sell. Is this gonna go down? I was like, nah, it's gonna keep going. I think I like broke even, but I could have made like $1,000. So that's something I would go back and be like, sell it.
Yeah, I probably would have done that.
But I stopped. That stuff stressed me out. That was when Robinhood was really popular too.
Yeah.
And I would just sit there and be like, okay, it's going up, more money, and then and then it's just
I know.
too much.
I did the whole GameStop for like a half day,
Yeah.
and I was like, I gotta get out. I know something's bad's gonna happen. I'm like, you know what? I'm fine with losing $20. $20
Yeah,
is fine.
that's okay. And some people are just, they love it.
Yeah.
I've done a session with the dude, and he was like looking at his computer screen. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm day trading. Like while we're writing a song. I'm like, all right, man.
Oh gosh, yeah, no.
You.
I had a coworker who just get notifications about his stocks within like 5 seconds. He's already like, I just made $200. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's just a lot. I mean, I don't like phones to begin with, so I don't need anything else popping up to stress me out.
All right, then. What sounds something 100% fake, but it's actually true?
I'm Hispanic. You wouldn't guess that if you didn't know my name. But half my family's from Mexico and Spain. Sang a song for Rihanna one time. That was on The Voice. She was like a coach. What else? Something that is like true about me that no one would believe.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm trying to think of something really interesting. I mean, those are a couple good ones. I don't know. Suck at basketball. Very uncoordinated. I feel like I might look like I can play sports, but I cannot. I mean, I can. I'm just not good.
I got that.
Yeah. Let's see. I did play football when I was a kid. I was all right. Nothing to write home about. Last time I played basketball, I think it was like sophomore year of high school with my buddies. We were like in the gym after school, and I went to get a ball. I was going out of bounds, and I went to like hit it back in, and I like somehow did a front flip.
Oh shit.
Not on purpose. I was fine. I was like, that was not intentional.
Oh man.
Yeah, but unscathed. Made it out.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're unscathed. I'm glad you're uninjured at the moment.
Me too.
And now you're on this tour.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have a new song coming out again
Yeah.
this Thursday or Thursday night.
We're ready.
Or I guess technically I might be releasing this. I should release this on Thursday.
Yeah. It'll come. So the song will come out Wednesday at midnight Eastern time.
All right.
So like Thursday morning, super early.
All right.
Yeah.
And so like you just said over there a second ago, kind of have to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Where can we be able to find you?
Everywhere. We got Instagram. We got TikTok. I got a Twitter. I don't use it, or an X now, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Facebook. Got that. I don't really use that. Spotify, Apple, anything. You just Google me. I'll be there.